I am moving.
Yeah, I kind of look through the trees. You don't see them on the other shore?
Oh, look at them.
They're right there.
Oh, they're gone now.
What they do, go up on the side?
Oh, they went the other way.
There is no other way. They either turned around and went back, or they got off on the side over there. There's like a bank down there.
Cody got a new definition. Cody means bitch. Cody got a new definition. Cody means bitch. I think that's gonna be the hook for my next song. Yeah, I just want to write a lot of mean-spirited shit about this guy because the mean-spirited shit he did darkened my world. It darkened my sex life. It darkened every aspect and facet of my life on every level. I mean, you know, because this shit happened right in my apartment complex where I live, you know? This motherfucker got no concept of too close to home, you see? So, yeah, I just got done telling somebody, and I was telling myself that it's just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do it, right? And what that brings to mind is, well, because nobody out here, especially around this little clique, I mean, Lisa knows me, and there's a couple people in Grayling who know what I'm capable of. They don't know in what capacity, so they don't fuck with me no more. But nobody from this clique, the little Amber clique, and everybody who fucking is attached to her or has touched her since she's been with me, none of these freaks know fucking goddamn who I am or what I'm capable of. So they don't know that I'm fighting. Man, I'm fighting to keep from making a fucking simple fucking phone call. Yeah. Because, well, you know, there's a street army of big black thugs who hate white boys, little white devils, who would love, on my behalf, to come out here, snatch up Cody and his two little white devil fucking rapist motherfuckers and take them down to a dungeon in Detroit and film them fucking them into oblivion. Making them moan and cry out. Ah! Yeah. Fucking you sound like Jane on the fucking vine, white boy. Lay the fuck down, dog. Put him in the back. Just throw him back there. Come on. I'll put him on the floor or something. There you go. See, I'm having a fight against doing that. Because what I really want his butthole full of big black dick posted on 4chan. You see what I'm saying? Maybe even post a great big old-timey egg beater getting put up in his butthole and getting pulled out repeatedly. Spun around up in his butt. Yeah. Maybe just connect it to the egg beater and turn that motherfucker on. Yeah. Grind that motherfucking butthole right the fuck out. Make it big enough. You see? Make it feel like a pussy. Oh, yeah. This been dark for me. And it's hard to resist when you can make that shit happen. And you can get the satisfaction. And you can be done with it. You don't have to think about it no more. You got these white boys. These white boys is all done. They ain't gonna find another 9-year-old minded, mentally challenged person and fucking goddamn rape her and trick her into giving up sex so they could run fucking egg beaters and knives up in her. Subject her to humiliation and torture. I mean, she may not be on the level where she can feel humiliated on the level she should feel. But you know, the thing that is like, it really bothers me that she didn't come back down the hall and tell me so we could call the police and get a rape kit done on her and get these motherfuckers DNA and get them charged immediately. It really bugs me. You know, that, hey, wow, it's just not safe for people of her mental level in a place like Grayling. You know, this place is like, it's supposed to be like white bread land, man. But instead it's white devil land. You know? For real. I mean, this is a senior complex. Riverview Senior Apartment Complex. For real, has senior in the title. All right, motherfucker, we're vulnerable adults up in this shit. All of our fucking apartment housing is fucking adjusted by the government because we're on SSI or Social Security for being vulnerable adults, including Amber. You see? So she should be safe to walk down the hall and check the mail, not end up getting molested in the fucking office of the complex by the manager that Stratford Group hired. You see? And, you know, it's just as more and more details come out, you know, it's more and more traumatizing, you know, because, well, it's like, wow, you know, okay, he had you sneak out of my bed to keep the secret the first night, and he ran an egg beater up in you. Yeah, an egg beater, yo. An egg beater for real, stuck that up in a woman's vagina. Okay, yeah, this is sick and atrocious. Better fucking goddamn put your food down, you might puke. Uh-huh. Well, then she sneaks out of my bed the next night to go back down there after that shit. You see? Well, she kept doing it till the motherfucker finally fucking, one of the things he was shoving in her was a motherfucking knife. All right, well, there you go. Uh-huh. Pardon me. It's time to go back in time to Detroit, the ghetto. Palmer and Concord. Some of y'all know where the Grand Boulevard in Palmer is. There used to be an Arlen's there. Then it was a Kingsway. Remember Santa Claus used to be there every year? It was a department store. Well, a block away from that was my granny's house. Well, before I was born, or while I was a baby actually, my granny, because, well, she was retarded. She's one of them, you know, retarded hillbilly bitches with the mind of a 9-year-old, so she thinks she can do whatever she wants, say whatever she wants, and everything's okay because, well, the rules are different for her because, well, she's fucking retarded, right? And she had a husband, my grandfather, my real grandfather, who used to be a preacher, and he became a drunken, mean piece of shit because she was such a nasty, fucked up, slutty retard. And so anyway, he's dying and shit because he fell off a bridge. He used to build bridges, and he fell off a bridge and caught pneumonia for a second time. And he's on his deathbed and shit. And my granny, hillbilly ass bitch, is sneaking around with a guy everybody calls Wayne, called Wayne, but his name was really Hoover. Hoover Wayne Woolsey, right? And I tell you that because she used to call him Stale Wolf's bitch, which, I mean, she's screaming too, screeching, Stale Wolf's bitch! You know, it's like crazy hillbilly shit, you know? And his mama's name was Stella Woolsey. That's where that came from. So I don't know how she shortened it and she turned it into that, but it was part of her retardation. Another part of her retardation is the double standard she lived by, where it's okay for her to do whatever she wants, but nobody else better do what the fuck they want, you see? So she's sneaking around with my step-grandfather, you know, the guy she ended up marrying. She ended up dying being his wife. She's fucking around with him, and some of my real grandfather's black friends in the neighborhood heard about it. So they caught his ass walking across the schoolyard back to his car, because he used to park his car back on a street called Canton, which there was a time for like 10 years you couldn't walk down that street if you was white, unless you were from the neighborhood. If you was white, you would get victimized if you walked down Canton, okay? Well, he used to park his car over on Canton before it turned into this brutal place for white people. And he headed back over to his car, and my real grandfather's black friends caught his ass. And they took a knife to his face, and they carved a fucking deep gouge down his face and down the side of his nose, down to his lip. And, you know, it's like he used to grow a mustache a lot to kind of hide the scar by his lip. But it's like, that's one of the things my granny used to poke, you know, just poke at and you know, that fucking scar, you nasty, ugly ass scar face. It's like the scar was because of him fucking with her. You see? They left him fucking bleeding out there in the fucking goddamn schoolyard. I don't know how the fucker survived it. I don't know that part of the story. I do know that fucking his face was deeply gouged. He wore that fucking scar all his fucking life. And that was for fucking with my granny behind my fucking real grandfather's back. You see? So that's the kind of people that I have access to now. That, you know, their feet run quick to do evil. They'll go hurt some little white motherfuckers for what they did to Amber, right? And it's hard not to fucking goddamn make the calls. You know, the call. I only have to make one call. I only have to send one email, one text. I only have to fucking make one communication. And it will grow like a wildfire. Before you know it, there'll be black motherfuckers out here with spinning wheels and hoopties, fucking goddamn bouncing shit real loud, looking for 3 little white boys. You see what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I could turn this place into the ghetto of Detroit real quick. Where it's like, you're just the wrong color, white boy. You know? And I've been tempted to do it how many times? And for some reason, I feel inclined to leave this place white. You know what I'm saying? White bread, inbred, white, trashy, you know, meth junkie, daughter fucking, projects, complex, fucking shit. You know, it's like bitches are fucking everything in the fucking complex. They're fucking spreading fucking shit around, STIs, chlamydia and shit, you know, all over the town, just little health hazards and shit. It's like, this is a town fucking that needs a whole bunch of condoms just gave to all the fucking poor people. All the stupid poor people in all these projects need a whole box of condoms. Each one of them. Here you go, here's some condoms. Make sure you wear that shit, yo. You know what I'm saying? Fucking see if we can't defeat this shit. This shit is way worse than fucking any fucking goddamn weird ass fucking thing they want to give you a vaccine for. This shit is weird, fucked up. For real, you get this shit, man. You get sick. You get mean-spirited. You're fucking, if you're a dude, your dick shrivels up. It hurts when you pee. You always got like this weird sensation in your dick, like there's cum in your dick or something, you know, but there's not. Your dick won't get hard. You can have phantom orgasms where it's like your dick ain't hard, but you're coming anyway. You know, it's like, you see what I'm saying? You can't maintain an erection. Your butthole has like a burning to it. You know, up in your butt has a burning. You see? So I don't know. It's some tripped out shit. Green poop, all that. And that's what, you know, like if there was real police work in this town, the cop could just go to the doctors and find out, okay, who's come to you for these symptoms? You know, what males between this age have come to you recently for these symptoms? And they could find out. You see, even if Cody didn't want to tell them, they could find out what the name of these boys is. You see? I mean, I know I can have it found out. All right? You get the main motherfucker whose name you know out in the woods. He'll tell you eventually, you know, you let him know by any means necessary, we're going to get this information from you. You see what I'm saying? Unless you're just willing to die to keep the secret. You want to protect somebody that helped you rape somebody with a 9-year-old mind? You just snatch her up, pull her in the office, and take your turns on her, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, to some of us, that's a little 9-year-old girl. It doesn't matter what she looks like, what her body is. You know, her spirit. She's a little child. And you took the little child and did some mean shit to it. You know, fucked up shit. You enticed her with lollipops and all other kinds of shit. You blackmail and shit. You see what I'm saying? It's like it's horrible. It's traumatic. It's traumatizing. I'm fucking traumatized by this shit, yo. For real. I fought hard to get this fucking kid in this place just for it to turn into this big old fucking nasty fucking bed of fucking goddamn horrible shit. And now what am I supposed to do? I gotta move. I gotta go find another place to go. I gotta find the impossible place. A place where it's safe to take my wife, where somebody won't take advantage of her mentality to get their fucking dick in her. You see? That's the impossible task right there. Where can I go that's like that? You see? When you'll entice the enticable just because they're enticable? Sometimes just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do it. You know what I'm saying? Didn't I start this thing out talking about that? About choosing what to do? Choosing what not to do? I think that's better. Choosing what not to do. You're just not going to do some things. Some things are beneath your character level. You won't drop down below it. So yeah, I've been being mean-spirited. It's not really directed at anybody. Of course, my wife is right there to hear it, so naturally she's going to take it like it's directed at her. Because she doesn't realize, okay, he has a condition, and I triggered it, you know? He's like locked in this prison in his mind now where he's fucking half crazy. He can't get away from himself. He'd love to, you know? You see what I'm saying? She can run if she wants. She can just text somebody, have them come get her, and fucking just pack her shit and leave. I can't pack my shit and leave myself. I'm still going to be dealing with this no matter what. Whether or not she's here tomorrow or fucking she's not. You see? I still have to deal with it. I'm still going to be dealing with it. You know? I fought hard to get somebody up in this place I thought would be safe for them. It's like, damn. The only way she could fuck this up is if she leaves this place and goes out to do something. You see what I'm saying? So I'm stuck with this dilemma that, you know, now we don't have intimacy, we don't have sex. I can't have sex with her without it being dark. You know, I have to, like, take my ring off and pretend like I'm somebody doing some evil shit. With somebody's mentally challenged wife, you know. I can't even, like, maintain an erection as myself for my wife anymore. All that's gone. That intimacy, that shared wedding bliss, that we'll never have that again. You see? That's all gone. That's been taken. And it can't be replaced. You can't regenerate it. Once it's destroyed, it's like once you trample out love, you can't make somebody love you again because you already trampled the love they felt for you until they couldn't feel it no more. You see? And that's what it's like. Once you trample something out this fucking goddamn completely, you can't fix it. You can't bring it back. It's just gone. It's just dead as fucking, you know, roadkill. It's just dead. So that's what we're dealing with. A marriage that's been killed is dead. You know, there's many that will be like, okay, well, she's complicit. She kept keeping the secret and sneaking out of bed, even though that shit was happening, right? Yeah. That's the part that's hard to deal with, yo. That right there. That's what's hard to deal with. So it's like you have to reach a level of, I don't know, understanding. Is that what it is? But what am I supposed to do at this point? Now I'm kind of trapped, right? Because, well, if I wanted to divorce this person, I couldn't because, well, it has been proven in this year that this place is not safe for her. You know? That the smartest thing she could do is become real clingy to me, as she has been lately, and not go anywhere without me. Because, well, she might run into one of her rapists. If she gets seen out walking by herself, they might stop and pick her up, snatch her up, and fucking throw her in the back seat and take another ride on her, you see? Because, well, they feel like they got away with it. Nobody's incurred consequences upon them yet. And to incur street justice, you have to wait and see if justice, law justice is going to do anything. So you got to give that. It's really slow. You got to give that time. You know, police investigations and all that. See if any of that's going to come to fruition. And wait and let them do a lot of investigating and bring out all the names you need. And then you need less resources to have them dealt with. You see, you can just pass on some names to somebody who will pass on some names to somebody who will pass on some names to somebody until somebody does something about the names. You see? And it's like it's a long chain of command. So you're really far away from anything. All you did was express your displeasure at these white boys for what they did. You see what I'm saying? I'm so displeased by this. What happened, yo? I can't sleep at night. I'm fucking mean-spirited. I want to hurt some shit. And before you know it, I don't know, 6 months later, you find out some shit happened to him. You see the 4chan videos. There you go. White boys loving big black dick. Uh-huh. And that's where some of them videos come from. They get turned out because they were rapists. And somebody had to fucking goddamn reciprocate. Apply that reciprocal energy that God talks about, that you reap what you sow.